Here. Target right here.
He needs some milk.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, guys. Appreciate you all coming back into the channel, guys. What we're gonna do today, guys, we're gonna do two things. We're gonna go over these new patch notes that just came out with the new season today, and then we're gonna jump into the Cold War AK47 settings for the Cipher script. So stick around to the video, guys. Let's get into it. Alright, guys, so since I'm going to be going over some of the patch notes with the new Season 4 update, guys, I'm not going to be showing you a lot of gameplay with this. I'm just going to give you my recoil settings, and a lot of times you aren't even here for the highlights and stuff like that. I just kind of like to throw those in when I have time to kind of show you how they work for me. So we'll keep it short today, guys, just to go over these patch notes and then tell you how it might affect you with the Cronus and what they buffed, what they nerfed, and things like that. So let's go ahead before we get into the recoil settings. Let's go over the patch notes real quick. Alright, guys, so I'm going to start pretty much where the important stuff is. Of course, they've added new locations to the map, but that's not going to affect you with the Cronus in any way at all. But they did buff a couple guns I did want to mention. The XM4 has been buffed, and that gun has always worked very, very well with the Cronus Zen. So that is something to keep in mind, guys. Headshot damage has been buffed. So if you want to use the XM4, if you like the XM4, I would definitely give that a shot. I'll probably try to do a video on that pretty soon. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, they nerfed the AMAC even more, so I'm probably gonna be done with it. I'm gonna stick to the Ram 7, the Kilo, maybe the XM4 now, and then they even nerfed the Groza, which I wasn't really using much anyway. Who cares about the Scar? They buffed it. I don't know. If you want to give it a shot, let me know. I might do a video on it, but I'm not really too interested in doing a video on that right now. Probably XM4 will be the biggest thing we cover first, and then we're going to start doing some of these new guns. This is what I'm excited about. So before we get into the new weapons, I just want to kind of mention they did also change some of the SMGs up. And the only really thing you need to know about that, guys, is they did adjust the iron sights on the Bullfrog. So that's a very, very, very good thing to have. I love the Bullfrog, but I didn't like the iron sights. That was my biggest complaint about it. So now that they changed that, we're going to probably use the Bullfrog more. But they did also buff the DMR, guys. So the DMR, is it back? I don't know. We'll see, guys. They decreased the recoil, so we might be doing some more videos on that. Other than that, guys, all I'm really interested in are the new guns. So let's scroll back up. I'm going to go over these new guns with you real quick. The melee weapons, of course, are not really going to matter because they obviously don't apply when it comes to the Cronus Zen. But I do want to use this MG82 from what I've seen in Twitch streams and things like that. So I want to give the MG82 a shot. It's going to be a great LMG to use. I feel like it's lightweight enough. I think best probably around 100 round mag. So nothing too crazy like a 200 round mag. And then the C58, of course. These are all included in the Battle Pass, guys, so make sure you do that if you want to unlock these guns. And I've seen a lot of people start using this nail gun, guys, so that is going to be very interesting to me to see how that works with the Cronus. I don't think you're going to get a lot of recoil because I think it's only like 20 rounds or so. So we might do a video on some of these. We're going to see, obviously it takes a week or so to kind of see which guns work best, what the meta is, and then we'll go from there. So those are the three guns I'm kind of excited about. And then, of course, the OTS-9, we'll see how that plays along, if they buff it, if they nerf it, how powerful it is. Right now, of course, my loadout is either the Kilo and the Cold War MP5, or it's going to be the Ram 7 and the Cold War MP5. So we'll see. You know, obviously, when there's a new season, there's a new change, they're going to have a different meta, guys. They want you to buy the Battle Pass. So keep that in mind, guys. Level up these guns, unlock them as soon as you can, so that way you can have the advantage when it becomes the meta and before they nerf it, because that's what they do, guys, of course. Alright, guys, so that's pretty much going over these patch notes. A lot of you people are not here for this, but obviously it's going to help if you're not aware of what is going on with these changes. At least you kind of get it in the same video if you weren't aware. So the first guns I'm probably going to unlock is going to be the MG82, and then maybe we'll work on like the C58, and then we'll look at the SMGs and the nail gun. The nail gun looks kind of funny. It's kind of funny, obviously. I'll throw a picture of it up right here. When they had that glitch with the guns when it was looking like some polygon figure, it's pretty funny that now that's what the nail gun looks like. Who knows, maybe they were trying to add it a long time ago and that's what was causing all those issues with the guns. Who knows, guys. But anyway, enough about the patch notes. Let's get into these AK47 recoil values, and then we'll take off. All right, so let's swap over to Zen Studio. So we're going to be doing this with the Taylor Drift script. Of course, if you're not familiar how to do that, go check out some of my other Cipher script videos. I have a lot, and I have shown you how to install it, change recoil on any gun, Now, of course, when you're setting this up with the AK-47, the AK-47 for Cold War is not added to the Cipher script. And if you're downloading this through Zen Studio, guys, it's only going to download the version 1.2. So you need to go into my Discord, which I'll drop a link in the description below. I'll have the latest download in there posted for you guys. So this is only going to download 1.02 if you're going through Zen Studio, whereas I've got the 1.09 version in my Discord as well. If you want to update it, that's why sometimes if I go into the script and it looks different, it's because I'm on the latest version. And if you're downloading it through Zen Studio, you're only getting 1.02. Alright guys, so you've got it all installed. Let's get into the recoil settings real quick. Like I said, I'm not going to throw up a lot of gameplay since we're going over the patch notes and things like that, and I want to start unlocking and leveling up these new guns and working on those. And I like to spend my time on it. I don't like to just rush a video and throw it up. So let's get into the recoil values, guys. Alright guys, so these are my anti-recoil for the Cold War AK47. Now, it's not been added to the Cipher script yet, so kind of keep that in mind. And the same way as you would select any gun, you do it the same way. So you go into the menu, you scroll all the way over to profile settings, and then you scroll over all the way to where it shows your gun, and then you can go up or down. So I've set it up as a rifle, of course, and just like with the Cold War MP5, since it's not added, I'm setting it up as a SMG. Of course, since it's not added, you're not going to get that complete weapon AI yet, but it is very, very close to what I've found, guys. All right, so for the progressive settings I have for the AK-47 for Cold War, we've got it on for progressive, 31 for the start, 26 for the end, 1900 for the vertical time, horizontal start at 0, horizontal end at -2, and 1300 for the horizontal time. So guys, just make sure you set it up as a rifle, or you can set it up as maybe the Modern Warfare AK. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it, but this is what I found works best for me. But that pretty much covers. Let's switch over to Zen Studio and we'll wrap up the video. Guys, I appreciate everyone stopping by. Those are my recoil settings for the AK-47 with the Cold War so far, of course. Now, I will say this is going to be different for everybody that uses the Cronus. Keep in mind, guys, things change. They haven't added the Cold War AK-47 or even the video that I'm doing tomorrow on the Cold War MP5 that should be out. They haven't added it to the Cipher scripts yet, so I'm setting them up, as you'll see, as a rifle and SMG. Since there's not a specific weapon, it shouldn't matter too much, but even when they do add them, we'll get even better weapon AI, so I might update these videos and values. But the only downside to the Cipher script, of course, even if you're on PC or on console, you're using the same settings in-game, sometimes the values are going to be different. And these scripts are obviously not for people new to the Cronus. I've had a lot of comments of people saying that, you know, they have bootloader issues and that my brain's fried. And I've even mentioned that. I think I've said that in one of my previous videos, guys. These are not easy scripts to deal with at first, and if you're not confident, you know, in what you're changing, try to go through all my videos and not skip through them. Sometimes there's some tidbits of information in there that you might miss that can really make a difference. With all that being said, like I said, there's not an easy value that you can just plug and play, copying off of someone's settings, unfortunately. I talked to some of the team with Taylor Drift and Bats and all that other good stuff, and they've kind of confirmed that to me, that everything doesn't transfer or translate or correlate the same, even if you're playing on the same console and settings. All right, guys, well, that pretty much does it for this video. I'm not going to keep you too much longer. I just wanted to throw these recoil values up. As you can see, I am updating the new season right now, and I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get these guns unlocked, try to level them up, boys. And then we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Don't forget to hit that sub button. I appreciate all love and support, my dudes. You guys are amazing. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.